What is up, all you good fellow fly guys? You know who it is, the cat in the hat, the resident fly guy, your chief architect, Michael Angel of StarArchitects.com, here to help you redesign your frame of mind when it comes to this styling thing. Today's Trending Thursdays. If you are having a rough week, it's only going to get better today because you're going to be showing up in style. And if you're having a good week, make sure that you're making it great and always aligning your image with your identity. Today, we are going to be talking about the shirts that are trending in fashion. And I gotta be honest with you, I don't really think there's any shirts that are new or are really trending. Most of menswear is going to transition about every 4 to 5 years, and I think we're in year number 4, but we haven't had a crazy transition, right? We haven't had anything that has really changed over the last 4 years, so we're due probably for the upcoming fall and winter or spring and summer for 2018, but I haven't seen anything really crazy that has popped up when it comes to menswear. So what we're going to talk about is the 3 types of shirts that are popular right now when it comes to menswear: for formal, for business casual, and then for the relaxed look. So when it comes to your business formal, every guy seems like is still running for this spread collar shirt. Fellas, that shirt is not for everybody. The spread collar shirt is not for everybody. We're gonna talk about collars and their benefits and their attributes on next week when we do Style Speaks. But I just want to make sure that you guys know that look is not necessarily for every guy. And the reason being is that it's going to create different proportions, which we'll talk about next week. So in that space, while the spread collar is cool, it is formal. You just need to know, which formal or which spread is actually going to work for you, and how that's going to benefit you or cause you some potential issues. So just be aware of that. The second one is the button down. Right, I got my nice little button down. Mine is much higher than the average. This is a 3-button casual button down shirt, and that still is to this day like one of the most popular shirts. And in the business casual as well, a polo. I'm seeing a lot of knit kind of button down dress. I shouldn't say dress shirts, but button down shirts in menswear, which is really cool. Guys, if you're gonna get that, just please be aware that because you're in a knit fabric, and when I'm saying knit, I'm talking about like polo knits, that's going to give a little bit. That's probably going to stretch a little bit as you wash it and all those different types of things. So it's going to shrink first and then it's going to expand. If you weren't worn any polos, you've seen that it has a little bit more give just by the way that it's sewn together. So just bear that in mind when you're making those purchases. You may want to buy a size lower if it is not a classic fit. If it's a more tapered or slim fit, then you may want to do about your size, because it's going to stretch a little bit. And if it's the classic size, you want to go a size down, because that's going to stretch as well. So just a little tip there. And then lastly, when it comes to the relaxed, everybody's still wearing the t-shirts, although t-shirts have transitioned. So we're going to talk about that briefly next week. I'm not really a t-shirt guy. My relaxed is a polo, but I have seen certain transitions that have happened in that space, so we're going to talk about those. But those t-shirts, you even need to be aware of which t-shirts actually work well for you. And so we're going to talk about that next week as we start developing your awareness of collars and shapes and all those different types of things. We're also going to talk about fabrics next week and what's trending in that space. So start getting your mind or wrapping your mind around how these different types of things are going to work for you. I'm not going to lie. No disrespect to anybody else in this space, but I hate when guys say every guy needs this. No, every guy needs to have something that is going to be formal. Every guy needs something that is going to be business casual or casual, and every guy needs something that is relaxed for them. And so you need to find out what works for you. That is the biggest misconception and danger that I see for a lot of guys financially, and also socially, for them making purchases, because they're buying all these things that they don't really need, and then they just have this stuff in their closet that they don't love. Like, let's just be clear, you don't love that. You're just wearing it because that's what the social, your social construct says that you're supposed to be wearing, but it's not really a true reflection of who you are. So I definitely would implore you and just beg you to be in a space where you are going to find yourself in a space that you are wearing things that you actually love. And that's why we have this conversation about the consciousness that is going to create, how to construct it into your wardrobe, and what it ultimately communicates. So I'm going to leave you with that before I start rambling. You know how I can get. But before I go, please make sure that you give this a thumbs up. If you found the information informative, please make sure that you subscribe if you're feeling the vibe. And please make sure that you share this with your friends if you found the information beneficial. Again, first week is always kind of the hard week because it's conceptual. We're talking about all of the mental things that we need to discuss, but just stick with me and we'll get to that tactical stuff next week. So until then, it's Thursday. Be great, but then again, we already are. And don't forget that dress is nothing more than the expression of a man's state of mind, so you should always dress to express. I'll see you tomorrow.